Hello friends, so today we will discuss about the design of steel chimney. So in this video we will design a steel chimney of a 54 meter height. So myself Dr. Trilok Gupta. So our problem is that we have to design a self-supported steel chimney of height 54 meter above the foundation. The steel chimney is situated at the Udaipur. The diameter of the cylindrical part of the chimney is the 2.5 meter. The thickness of fire brick lining is 100 mm and the lining is supported by the chimney throughout the height, and the chimney has one breech opening. The topography at the site is almost flat and the location is of terrain category 1. So this is basically our problem. So in the first step we will decide our basic dimensions of the chimney. So basic dimensions, as we know that height of chimney is the 54 meter and we have, as the height of our chimney is more than 40 meter, so as per IS 6533 part 2, if the height of chimney is more than 40, then we have to provide the flare part in the bottom. So what is the flare part? Flare part is a tapered part that is having the diameter at bigger diameter at the base and it will taper at the upper side. So as per the 6533, so we have discussed this. So this is the IS 6533 part 2 1989, that is for the code of practice for the design and construction of the steel chimney, and part 2 is for the structural aspect, and it is given in the code. These are the basic definitions that is given in the code, and now we comes to our design part. So as per the 6533, for the design of chimney shell, the other component of chimney in steel and relevant provision contains in the IS 800 2007. It is basically the old code of the chimney, hence it is given here 1984, but we have to refer the 2007, shall be applicable in conjunction with the provision of this standard. And the provision covered in IS 800 1984 regarding the following shall however be superseded by the requirement of this standard, that is the minimum thickness. So what says that for the basic dimensions, the basic dimensions of the chimney, namely clear diameter, height, etc., are decided on the consideration of temperature, composition of flue gases, adjacent structure, pollution control, draft requirement, etc., with the part 1 in accordance with this standard. And we have to this here, the clear diameter of the chimney is the nominal diameter of the shell if the chimney is unlined or partially lined, and for fully lined chimney the clear diameter shall be clear diameter of the lining at the top. The fully lined chimney shall have a minimum clear diameter of 500 mm. So it is given that we cannot provide less than 500 mm diameter if it is fully lined. And for the detail you can refer my previous video, that is based on the introduction of the steel chimney, where I have clear all the definitions of the chimney. Now here it is given a self-supported chimney. In our case it is a self-supported and of height 40 mm and above shell provided with a flare. Flare means a tapered part at the base to achieve better stability. So how we can provide the flare part? So proportions of the basic dimensions of a self-supported chimney shall conform to the following: minimum height of flare be equal to the 1/3 of the height of the chimney. So we have take the 1/3 height of the flare part of the total height. So in our case the total height of chimney is the 54 meter. So we will take 1/3, that will be the 18 meter. Now minimum outside diameter of unlined chimney shell at the top be equal to the 1/20 of the height of the cylindrical portion. So 54 meter divided by 20. So that will be the minimum diameter, but we have taken it 2.5 meter, which is greater than that. So now minimum outside diameter of flared chimney shall be base be equal 1.6 times. So we have the diameter of cylindrical part is the 2.5 meter, and as per this 7.2.4 clause C, we have to take minimum flare diameter 1.6 times of the diameter of the chimney. So that is the 1.6 into 2.5, so that will be the 4 meter. So this is the basically for the basic dimensions. Other things are given. For the thickness, we have to take minimum thickness of the 5 mm, but here we have to take the minimum thickness as per but shall not be less than 6 mm or not less than L upon 500. So we have provided, so where 1 upon 500 of the outside diameter. So our outside diameter is, let's say, 2.5, so divide by 500. So our thickness, minimum thickness should not be less than 5 mm, but as per codal provision it should not be less than 6 mm. So we have provided minimum 6 mm thickness. Okay, so this is the another thing, and we have to taken the allowances for the corrosion. So minimum we have to taken the 4 mm allowances for the corrosion. Okay, so this is given. It is given allowances for the corrosion, that is given as per the table 1. Here we have to design for the 20 years, so we can take 2 mm, 2 mm, 3 mm, but for we will take it 4 mm corrosion allowances. Okay, now we comes to our original problem. So we have taken 1/3 of the total height flare part, so as per the IS 6533, and hence the height of the flare part will be the 54 divided by 3, 18 meter, and diameter of flare part as per the 6533, 1.6 times of the diameter, so that will be the 4 meter. Now this is the basic configuration of our chimney, that is having the diameter 2.5 meter at top, and at the bottom it is 4 meter, and we have provided flare part 18 meter, that is decreasing from base to up to the 18 meter. So here it is 4 meter, it is 2.5 meter, so in between it will be the 3.25 by the linear interpolation. And we have, for the sake of the conveniency, we have divided our chimney into the 6 parts, so of the each 9 meter. So 9 meter, 9 meter, 9 meter, 9 meter, 9 meter, 9 meter. So total will be the 54 meter, and we have divided into section x1, x1, x2, x2, x3, x3, x4, x4, x5, x5, x6, x6. So this is all about the basic dimension. So we have now decided our dimensions of the chimney, and we have divided our chimney into the 6 parts of 9 meter each. Now first of all we will calculate the design wind forces which will act over the chimney of our, that is a cylindrical part having the 54 meter height total. So as per, so how we will calculate the wind pressure and wind forces on the chimney, so that will govern by the IS 875 part 3, that is based on the 6533, which is say that we have to follow the 875 part 3. So now there are the, we have first of all taken the basic wind speed. So for our Udaipur, that is 47 meter per second, given in that our this figure 1 and appendix A of IS 875 part 3, and we have to find out the design wind pressure at certain height. So Z is the height, V is the velocity, and we will told it the wind pressure. So we have to first of all, so that is the that is the design wind speed. So that is the basic wind speed, and we have to multiply the 3 different coefficients, K1, K2, K3. K for the coefficient. So K1 is the risk coefficient or probability coefficient, that is based on the table number 1. K2 we have to taken from based on the three parameters. First is the height, another is the class of structure, and third one is the category of the structure. And K3 is the topography. In our case it is flat, so we will take it 1. And K1 is also 1 because our design life of structure is 50 years and it is general category, and for the 47 meter per second we will take it K1 is 1. Now first we refer this IS 875 part 3. So that is for the code of practice for the design loads other than earthquake for building and structures, part 3 for the wind load. So here, so this is the figure 1, and our India has divided into the 6 zones from minimum 33 meter per second speed and maximum the 55 meter per second. That is the basic wind speed, and our this Udaipur is lie in the this part, that is our this one green zone. So here it is the 47 per meter. Okay. Now, or we can refer the annexure appendix A, and this table 1 says for the K1. So K1 is depend on the basic wind speed. So our 47, and we have to take on all general buildings and life of structure is 50. So we have to take on it is 1. Okay. Now for the K2, it is based on the 3 parameters, and here it is table 2 says that we have to select first of all terrain category. So in our question it is given that terrain category is the 1 and class of structure will be C, how it will be C, and based on the height our K2 will be changed or it will increase at the upper height, and K3 will be appendix C based on the appendix C, and if it is flat topography then we will take it 1. So class C is basically structure and their components such as cladding, glazing, roofing, etc. having maximum dimensions. Greater horizontal or vertical dimension is more than the 50 meter, then we will select it as the class C. If it is in between 20 to 50 meter, then our structure of lies will be lies in the class B, and it is less than 20 meter, then our structure will be lies in the class A. So like that we will select our these parameters, and it is given that design wind speed. So that is the VZ how we will calculate VV, that is the basic wind speed, into K1 into K2 into K3. So that will give the VZ in the meter per second. After that, if we have calculated the VZ, then we will take the calculated the design wind pressure PZ will be the 0.6 VZ square, and where VZ in the meter per second, and we will get this PZ in the Newton per meter square for a certain height. And after that we have to find out the forces. So forces will be the we have to multiply the height and shape factor or like that. So this will be the area PD and CPI minus CPE, CPE minus CPI. So here we will take the shape factor because our structure is not a building. So this is brief about the wind speed of the or wind pressure of the our structure. Now it comes to the that K1. So as per the clause number 5.3.1 or table 1, we have to taken is 1, and K2 we will calculate for the different heights, and K3 will be the 1 topography factor 5.3.3 or from the appendix C. Now 47 we have taken from the appendix A or K1 1, K3 1, and K2 will be depend on the terrain category, class of structure and height of structure, and VZ will be the 47 into K1 into K3 into K2. So VZ will be the 47 K2. Now we have to calculate the design wind pressure. Small pz will be the 0.6 Vz square as per the IS 875. So that will be the 0.6 into 47 K2 square. So that will be the 1.3254 K2 square kilonewton per meter square. And for the circular chimney, we will take the 0.7 shear factor. So wind force will be the 0.7 into pz into d into, that is the height of the that part. So now first of all we will calculate the wind forces in the section 1. So height of the top section from the bottom, that is the 54 meter, diameter at that section is the 2.5 meter, terrain category 1, class of structure is C, so K2 will be the, by linear interpolation it will be the 1.14, and design wind pressure for that section will be the 1.3254 into K2 square, so that will be the 1.737 kilonewton per meter square. And we will calculate wind force at that section will be the P1 will be the 0.7 into 1.737 into 8. 8 is the height and 2.5 is the diameter of our section. This is the PZ, this is the shape factor, so that will be the 27.36 kilonewton. So that is the force will act at a distance 4.5 meter from the top, because our element height is the 9 meter, so the force will be act at the CG of the that element or that part. Now for the section 2, again it will be the similar one, height from the bottom 45 meter, diameter 2.5, and K2 will be from table 2 of the IS 875 1.13. Design wind pressure for that section will be the 1.685 kilonewton per meter square, and design force at that section will be the 26.54 kilonewton. Now for the section 3, height will be the 36 meter, 2.5 is the diameter again, and from the this table 2 of the IS 875, K2 will be the 1.11, and design wind pressure will be the 1.3254 into K2 square, that will be the 1.618 kilonewton per meter square, and wind force at that section will be the 0.7 into 1.618, that is the wind pressure into height into the diameter, so 25.49 kilonewton will be the our wind force for the section 3. And section 4, again height 27, diameter 2.5, K2 will be the 1.08 from table 2, and design wind pressure will be the 1.549 kilonewton per meter square, and wind force will be the 24.39 kilonewton. Now for the section 5, here diameter, we will take the average diameter of that section, so that will be the 2.875, and K2 will be the 1.05, PZ will be the 1.456 kilonewton per meter square, and wind force at that section will be the 26.37 kilonewton. And for the section 6, it will be the height of section will be the 9 meter, diameter will again will take the average of the 4 and 3.25 meter, so that will be the 3.625, and K2 will be the 0.99, and our PZ will be the 1.299 kilonewton per meter square, and wind force will be the 29.67 kilonewton. So this is all about the wind forces acting at the different sections. Now we will calculate or determine the overturning moments due to the wind. So first of all we will calculate the moments at the section 1. So moment M for the moment, W for the wind force, and 1 for the section 1. So we will multiply 27.36. So it is from the, this is the 27.36, okay, into 4.5. So how it is arrived? We have divided our chimney into the 6 parts, and height of this first part is the 9 meter. The force will be at here, so the height, this will be the 4.5, so we will multiply that force, that is a 27.36 into the 4.5. so in this way we will find out 123.11 kilonewton meter of moment due to the wind at the section 1. Now we have to calculate the moment at section 2, so 27.36, that is the P1 into the 13.5. So how it is 13.5? This P1 will act here, okay, and this distance will be the 9 plus 4.5, so that will be the 13.5 meter, okay. So we will multiply, and this is the P2 into the 4.5. Like that we will calculate this moment at section 2, so that will be the 488.75 kilonewton meter. Now section 3, again P1 into 9 plus 4.5, that will be the 22.5. This is the P2 into 13.5 and P3 into the 4.5. So this will be the P1 into this height. So 9 plus 9 plus 4.5, 22.5, P2 13.5, P3 4.5. So in this way we can find out the moment at section 33. So 1088.52 will be the moment. And similar way we will calculate the moment at section 44. So that will be the 1912.75. For the section 55, that will be the 2965.40 kilonewton meter, and for the section 66 it will be the 4270.20 kilonewton meter. So this is all about the wind forces for the different sections and overturning moment due to the wind. So friends, this is a summary of our wind forces. We have divided our section or chimney into the 6 parts, and this is the height of chimney, diameter of the chimney, average diameter of the chimney, wind coefficient K2, then wind pressure, then the wind force Cg from the base and Cg from the top, and then moment at the section XX. So this is the summary we have calculated for this chimney due to the wind forces. So friends, in the next video we will design our chimney for these forces due to the self weight, forces due to the weight of lining, and forces due to the wind forces. And we will decide our thickness of chimney and all other things, and we will check it into the compression as well as in the tension. So thank you.